and that's where it's a gift. But the curse is that it takes away from the quality, of the entire battling community, and because the people overanalyze stuff a little bit too much. They dive deep into punchlines. It's kind of like when you're there that night, some stuff makes sense, and if you really, really, really think about it, it doesn't. But your goal is to destroy the person in front of you, not to, be politically correct.
Right.
To the audience,
Right. I was thinking about how, in terms of like who are MCs going to play to? Like, are they going to play to the camera? Or are they going to play to the judges when, in terms of, it's tactics at that level?
Battling is no longer who has the dopest line. It's who has the complete character. You got to play to the judges. You got to play to the crowd. You got to play to the camera now. That's something that's fairly new as far as battling is concerned. And not to mention the other MCs. You got to play to all those different things, and whoever does it the best is able to. At some cases, skill is going to show through. Like Archaic and those guys were freestyling, where a lot of people were coming with writtens, and their freestyles were matching, if not going beyond these people's writtens. And that's where like it really shines through. But you really have to have that character to play off the crowd, the judges, the camera. So it's a complete package. Yeah.
So should we expect to see you entering next year, or what's?
No, I've officially retired from Jump Off. As a battle rapper, and as far as the battles are concerned, I feel like I'm at a point where I don't see myself getting any bigger off of battling. And like, of course there's that, like the fight club scene and all that stuff, but to be honest, we can take the footage that we already have, and it's good footage, that basically shows us like in our prime, and we can market that, and you have to turn this into like a business sense now. Like, what do you plan on doing with your career as an MC? Like, I don't want to battle all the time. I want to make albums. I want to tour again. And so I don't think that I'll be entering battles anymore. As far as I want to go back to Scribble because I want to win Scribble. Okay. So I'll be planning for that. Okay. But other than that, at this point in time, if like I'm still hungry for it, but at this point in time, I just want to. I want to focus. I want to focus more on my music career. It's starting to move into a direction that I want it to move in, and I want to make sure that I'm there to support it. In the meantime, though, you're still going to be organizing the lounge battles. I understand. Yeah, I'll be spending more time with lounge battles, making it a bigger event. And did you want to talk a little bit about Guerrilla Republic and what that's about? Guerrilla Republic actually stems off the first slave revolt in Haiti, which was an island that they would send slaves to break them in, like the bad slaves. Basically, I won't get too deep into it. I'll basically sum it up. They decided to unite and fight their masters, and they actually defeated different countries that came to fight them, even the United States, and they became their own, you know what I'm saying? And we basically take that as inspiration. Like my main push is education through hip-hop, and letting people be aware of what's going on, in their community, in their environment, in the world, because hip-hop is the last voice. We as artists can say anything we want to do. We can say anything, without it being censored. We have control to some extent, because if you're gonna, even in the hip-hop is being controlled, because it's all about business. But as an artist, you have the privilege to be, to have any kind of opinion you want. Like in the workplace, you can't go outside of what they want you to act like, or you're fired. They can release you. But with music, you can fully put whatever you want into it and push it out to the masses. Now, the way that you decide to put it out to the masses is, if you want to do club music and try to get out this way, you can do it that way. If you want to be underground, you can do it that way. The choice is completely yours.
Yeah. So how is the group like structured?
Well, basically they're activists, and they set up chapters in different cities around the United States, and they work together as an organization independently, instead of having to book shows for artists through companies and different things like that. They basically contact the chapter and let them know that we're coming through as a group for them to set that up. So the shows that we're doing is being put together by Guerrilla Republic representatives, you know, to show people that we're an actual unit and we move in one. You know, so we're not going to be slaves to a system. We're not going to wait for anybody to hold us down. We're not going to wait for approval from anybody. Like, if we want to do what we want to do, then we're going to go ahead and do it. You know, you can't, as an artist, you can't wait, you know, for the door of opportunity to knock. You know what I mean? You got to build your own door and walk through it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's Guerrilla Republic is there for that. Yeah. You know, and they do a lot of things that, you know, they do a lot of community service, like feed the homeless. They go to elementary schools and read to children and stuff like that. So it's not just like you see Guerrilla Republic with the gun. You know, they're this militant group. The actual gun stands for survival. You know, so it's not like we're this militia, you know, just coming out.
So is it primarily kind of like social activism, and it has like a music kind of department, or is it primarily, you know, very much focused on music, and it also does the other kind of work on as well? I
mean, well, because music is so strong, I can't honestly say that Guerrilla Republic was set up for the music. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It kind of manifested into that. Okay. You know, with the certain artists, like Immortal Technique is, you know, he's connected in some sort of way with Guerrilla Republic and supported by Guerrilla Republic. Okay. And people see that logo, and they actually think it's a part of Immortal Technique now. Oh, really? You know, but it's he played a really good role in spreading that out there. Okay. You know, it's branding the logo and branding the name. Yeah. But it's associated with music, because in the eyes of other people, you wouldn't see Guerrilla Republic unless it was on me. You know what I mean? Like, a bunch of people are wondering how artists are wearing that, but it's really, there's a lot of people everywhere that have nothing to do with the music that are down with Guerrilla Republic. I see. You know? This is Madd Illz representing Guerrilla Republic. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that support. Shout out to everybody that hate. You know what I mean? It's entertainment.